Welcome to the 2019 Mountain Motorsport Lake Mountain Sprint. With a great mix of cars and competitors, we should see plenty of interesting racing over the weekend. We start with all competitors checking in and giving their cars a last look over before the weekend kicks off. As the drivers gather, all the cars are taken through scrutineering.
My name's Ian Swan. I'm here with my wife Val doing scrutineering and clothing checks for the Lake Mountain Sprint. We're checking cars for basic safety and all their equipment for driving suits, helmets and that sort of thing.
With all teams looking in a great condition to start racing, we get into day one. Less than ideal weather conditions came in overnight and kept going throughout the morning, making the roads slippery and adding that extra challenge to the mountain. All teams got a few runs up and down the mountain with a nice lunch break at the top, giving the drivers and navigators a chance to stop and refuel, and the teams a chance to tweak their setups.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, obviously I've got the good job, I'm tool leading, so but we've got some great competitors behind us, and we're travelling in style in the Lexus RCF, so that's handling there's a lot more car than driver at the moment in these conditions, but we've got a lot of liquid sunshine hanging around Marysville at the minute, so we're and Lake Mountain, so we're using a bit of caution, but all the touring group's going well, and yeah, we're looking like having a great day.
At lunchtime, the results were Danny Traverso and Jason Page in their 2005 Mitsubishi Evo 9, coming first outright, followed by Craig Dean and Mary Hughes in their 2015 Shelby GT. In third place, we had Dean Lilly and Steve Glennie in their 2002 HSV GTO Monaro. The weather cleared up towards the end of the day and some really strong times were laid down. Teams taking the chance in the quick turnaround at the top of the mountain to change their setup and make the most of the now dry roads.
Into 7 right opens, 40 becomes 7.
At the end of day one, we had Craig Dean and Mary Hughes move up and take first place outright, with Dean Lilly and Steve Glennie following in second place, and Danny and Jason sadly fighting some mechanical issues in the last leg, losing some time and dropping down to third place.
Good clean run all the way, even in the wet. Really enjoyed it. I just noticed we climbed up the ladder a little bit, and very happy with that. The car went really well, and just starting to get some good speed. Yeah.
It was an interesting day. It's our first event in this car. We've had quite a bit of experience in other cars, in Mitsubishi Evos. We've moved to a two-wheel drive car. Our first stages were wet, which made it rather interesting, but we managed reasonably well, and when the road dried out, we went a lot better.
Yeah, really good. Changeable conditions. First time we've driven this thing in the wet, so a bit exciting, couple of little moments, but we were right up there in the times. It got us a good, pretty good gap on the people behind us, which was good.
Towards the end I was starting to lose brakes, and then we lost navigation, so we struggled through and we had fun, that's the main thing.
Most teams wrapping up the day, taking home some quick times and everyone seeming pretty happy with their results. Then, finally, to end the day, we had some great food served with some great entertainment.
You know, we used to give on sale of the century Alphas Away, and the year that we gave Alphas Away, we were their biggest selling dealer. We gave away more Alphas than their best dealer sold.
Beginning of day two, and the sun came out, giving us much better weather than yesterday. Unfortunately, Danny Traverso and Jason Page had to leave the competition due to the mechanical issues from yesterday afternoon, leaving a spot open in the top 3 outright leaders.
Goals today are improve my driving. I need to go quicker. There's a few cars in front of me that are embarrassingly fast. So yes, so just a case of keep on the black stuff and have fun.
With an end in sight, by lunchtime the competition was starting to heat up. The weather stayed nice and dry, with most teams focusing on making it to the end.
Yesterday we had a good run. We, although it rained, which is what we don't like, but we fiddled a little bit with suspension and different dynamics on the car, and actually it proved to be a real positive. We finished yesterday at first outright, and today we just holding it. We had a good run this morning and beat the closest car by 30 seconds up the hill, so really happy about that. We wanted to really consolidate our lead, and that's what we've done.
We've made 2 suspension adjustments and put fuel in it so far, so hopefully I can say that this afternoon as well. That's going really well, so fingers crossed it stays that way. I'm still learning as a rally driver. One of the best co-driver in the business, I reckon. Steve Glennie on the other side, teaching me and coaching me along, which has been an amazing help. But yeah, we're currently second outright, leading our class by I don't know how much, so we'll try and keep that going until the Save.
With the racing coming to an end for the weekend, we saw some absolutely amazing runs. With some blistering times coming out, we had some tight competition across all classes. Craig Dean and Mary Hughes maintained their lead to the end, coming first outright in their 2015 Shelby GT, with Dean Lilly and Steve Glennie following in second place in their 2002 HSV GTO Monaro. We then had Tim Hendy and Julie Winton-Monnet managing to move up and take third place outright in their 2016 Porsche GT3 RS. Well, that's it for another year of the Mountain Motorsport Lake Mountain Sprint. We had some great runs this year. We're looking forward to seeing you all next year.